Welcome everyone. Today we're embarking on a transformative journey, one that will equip you with the tools and mindset to rewire your brain for success. No matter where you stand in life right now, your mind has untapped potential waiting to be unlocked. And the best part, you hold the keys to that potential. This is not just about achieving goals or ticking off boxes. It's about creating a mental foundation that allows you to thrive no matter the circumstances. Let's dive into how we can make that happen. Embracing all walks of life, being strong and resilient, our brains are incredibly adaptive. They constantly form new pathways based on our experiences, habits, and beliefs. This process is called neuroplasticity, and it's proof that change is possible at any age. Every thought you think, every action you take, and every habit you reinforce shapes your brain. Positive or negative, your patterns become your reality. The good news is, if you're not where you want to be, you can change direction. Life becomes about realizing your target rather than just chasing targets. You can design your life specifically to meet your values rather than just to have specific goals. Let's begin by shifting a limiting mindset. Replace I can't with I'm learning how to. Swap. It's too late for I can start today. Success begins when you take responsibility for what you feed your mind. Success isn't the result of luck. It's the outcome of consistent, purposeful actions. To rewire your brain for success, you must align your habits with the future you want to create. 1. Start small. Break your goals into manageable steps. Want to build a new skill? Dedicate 10 minutes a day to practice. Small actions compound over time. 2. Consistency over perfection. Progress is better than perfection. Show up every day, even if it's not perfect. 3. Anchor positive habits. Attach a new habit to an existing one. For example, if you already drink coffee every morning, use that moment to journal your goals or practice gratitude. Each habit you build strengthens the pathways in your brain that lead to success. We all face self-doubt and fear. These are natural human emotions. The key isn't to eliminate them, but to manage them with compassion. Here's a simple exercise. When a negative thought arises, acknowledge it without judgment. Counter it with evidence of your strengths and past successes. Replace it with an empowering statement. For example, if you think, I'm not good enough, pause. Reflect on moments when you overcame challenges or earned praise. Then say to yourself, I am capable and always growing. And so, by practicing this regularly, you'll weaken the grip of negativity on your mind. Your environment shapes your mindset more than you realize. Surround yourself with people, resources, and experiences that uplift and inspire you. Build a supportive network. Connect with individuals who encourage your growth and celebrate your wins. Consume uplifting content. Replace hours of scrolling with books, podcasts, or videos that motivate and educate. Create a physical space for focus. Declutter your workspace and fill it with items that remind you of your goals. Success thrives in an environment of positivity and possibility. Enjoy. Visualization is a powerful tool to train your brain. When you imagine yourself achieving a goal, your brain creates a mental rehearsal, making it easier to act on. Spend a few minutes daily visualizing your ideal future. Imagine every detail, what it looks like, feels like, and how you'll celebrate. Say it. Use affirmations to reinforce your belief in yourself. Speak in the present tense as if it's already true. I am resilient. I am capable of achieving my goals. Over time, these practices will strengthen your belief in your ability to succeed. No path to success is free from setbacks. What sets successful people apart is how they respond to failure. So further exploring how you respond to failure will help you to be successful and bring you to where you want to be. When things don't go as planned, reflect. Ask yourself what you can learn from the experience. Just use that knowledge to pivot and refine your approach. Persistent. Remember, failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of the process. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger and wiser. Success isn't just about the end goal, it's about the journey. Celebrate every small victory along the way. Acknowledged effort. Give yourself credit for showing up and trying, even when it's hard. Reward milestones. Treat yourself when you reach significant steps toward your goal. Practice gratitude. Gratitude esteems. Gratitude takes pride in honoring your appearance. Greater gratitude shifts your focus to the positive and energizes your efforts. Gratitude proclaims the identity you wish to create. Gratitude shifts your focus to the positive and energizes your efforts. By celebrating progress, you'll stay motivated and keep moving forward. Rewiring your brain for success is a journey of self-discovery, persistence, and transformation. You already have everything you need within you to create the life you envision. Start today. Take one small step toward your goals. Repeat it tomorrow and the next day and the next. Over time, you'll see that the success you seek isn't a distant dream. It's the result of the daily choices you make to believe, grow, and persist. The power to succeed lies within you. Claim it, nurture it, and watch as it transforms your life. Your thoughts are powerful forces that shape the world you experience. They act as the foundation of your reality, influencing not only how you perceive situations, but also the actions you take and the results you achieve. Every thought you entertain leaves an imprint on your mind, creating patterns that your brain recognizes and reinforces over time. These patterns determine the lens through which you see opportunities, challenges, and yourself. I think about how often your internal dialogue directs your emotions and choices. When you tell yourself, I can't do this, your brain accepts that as truth and limits your ability to push forward. On the other hand, a mindset that says, this is difficult, but I can learn, opens the door to growth. This isn't just wishful thinking, it's the science of neuroplasticity at work. Neuroplasticity refers to the brain's incredible ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections. These connections are strengthened by repetition. The thoughts you focus on most often, whether positive or negative, create well-worn paths in your brain. Over time, these paths become your default way of thinking. The good news is that by consciously choosing empowering thoughts, you can create new pathways that lead to a more confident and resilient mindset. For example, when faced with a challenge, you might initially think, I'm not capable of handling this. Recognizing this thought is the first step. Instead of letting it dominate, you can replace it with a more constructive one, such as I've faced difficulties before and found solutions. I can do it again. At first, this shift may feel forced or unnatural, but with consistent practice, the new thought will take root and become second nature. The impact of your thoughts extends beyond your mind. They influence how you approach opportunities, interact with others, and respond to adversity. A positive and growth-oriented mindset not only fuels personal progress, but also attracts positive outcomes. People who maintain an optimistic outlook are more likely to notice opportunities that others overlook. They take proactive steps toward their goals because they believe in their ability to succeed. Conversely, negative or limiting beliefs can become self-fulfilling prophecies. If you constantly tell yourself that something is impossible, you're less likely to take the actions needed to make it happen. This cycle reinforces the belief, creating a barrier between you and your potential. The key is to become aware of your thought patterns and take control of them. You have the power to choose what you focus on and how you interpret your experiences. By redirecting your thoughts toward positivity, possibility, and resilience, you can rewire your brain to see opportunities where others see obstacles. Each intentional thought builds a stronger foundation for success. Small habits may seem insignificant in the moment, but they hold the potential to create profound results over time. Every action you take, no matter how small, contributes to shaping your identity and determining your future. Habits are the building blocks of success, and the power lies in their ability to compound. A single drop of water might appear trivial, but over time, those drops can fill an ocean. Similarly, small, consistent actions accumulate to produce remarkable outcomes. One reason small habits are so impactful is that they are manageable. Unlike sweeping changes or overwhelming resolutions, small habits are easy to incorporate into daily life. They don't require extraordinary effort or resources. Instead, they thrive on consistency. The key is to focus on actions that align with your goals and to repeat them until they become second nature. Over time, the cumulative effect of these actions leads to significant progress. For instance, imagine you want to improve your health. Starting with an intense betrieben mig for of omitting to something small, like a 5-minute walk each day is achievable. That small action not only builds momentum, but also establishes the foundation for bigger changes. Once the habit of walking becomes automatic, it's easier to add new complementary actions, such as eating healthier meals or increasing your exercise intensity. Habits are also powerful because they create a sense of identity. When you consistently engage in a specific behavior, you begin to see yourself as the kind of person who embodies that habit. If you write a few sentences daily, you start identifying as a writer. If you choose healthy snacks, you see yourself as someone who values wellness. This shift in identity reinforces the behavior and motivates you to continue, creating a positive feedback loop. Another key aspect of small habits is their ability to bypass the resistance that often accompanies big changes. When a task feels daunting, it's natural to procrastinate or avoid it altogether. Small habits, however, feel less intimidating. By starting small, you sidestep the mental barriers that prevent action. Over time, as the habit grows, you build the confidence and discipline needed to tackle larger challenges. It's also important to anchor new habits to existing routines. Pairing a new habit with something you already do regularly makes it easier to remember and sustain. For example, you might decide to drink a glass of water each morning after brushing your teeth. By linking the new behavior to an established habit, you create a trigger that reinforces the action. The secret to achieving meaningful results lies in patience and persistence. Small habits may not produce immediate noticeable changes, but their impact grows exponentially with time. What seems minor in the moment can lead to profound transformations when consistently applied over weeks, months, or years. The way you treat yourself during moments of struggle can significantly impact your ability to grow and succeed. It's easy to fall into the trap of self-criticism, especially when faced with setbacks or imperfections. However, harsh self-judgment rarely motivates meaningful change. Instead, it often leads to feelings of inadequacy, fear, and stagnation. Compassion, on the other hand, offers a path to resilience and progress. By showing yourself kindness and understanding, you create a foundation for growth, self-confidence, and long-term success. Compassion begins with recognizing that everyone faces challenges and makes mistakes. These experiences are not signs of failure, but rather part of being human. When you respond to your own struggle, you shift your focus from what went wrong to what can be learned. This perspective allows you to approach challenges with curiosity and openness rather than shame or avoidance. Self-compassion also helps break the cycle of negative thinking. When you criticize yourself, your brain amplifies feelings of stress and self-doubt, making it harder to think clearly or take constructive action. Compassion interrupts this cycle by calming your mind and creating space for rational thought. Instead of berating yourself for falling short, you can acknowledge your efforts and explore ways to improve. One way to practice compassion is by reframing the way you talk to yourself. Pay attention to your inner dialogue, especially in moments of difficulty. If you catch yourself saying something harsh, pause and ask, would I say this to a close friend? Chances are you wouldn't. Treat yourself with the same kindness and encouragement you would offer someone you care about. Replace self-criticism with supportive statements like it's okay to make mistakes or I'm proud of the effort I put in even if the outcome wasn't perfect. Another important aspect of compassion is giving yourself permission to feel. It's natural to experience emotions like disappointment, frustration, or fear. Rather than suppressing or judging these feelings, allow yourself to acknowledge them. Validation doesn't mean dwelling on negativity, it's about creating a safe space to process emotions so you can move forward with clarity and strength. Compassion doesn't mean lowering your standards or avoiding accountability. It's about fostering an environment where growth is possible. When you approach challenges with kindness, you're more likely to take ownership of your actions and make changes from a place of empowerment rather than guilt. This mindset encourages resilience and persistence, even in the face of obstacles. Self-compassion also has a ripple effect on your relationships with others. When you treat yourself with kindness, it becomes easier to extend that same understanding to those around you. This fosters deeper connections, reduces conflict, and creates a supportive environment where everyone can thrive. By practicing compassion over criticism, you cultivate a mindset that embraces imperfection as part of the journey. You create space for growth, learning, and the courage to try again. The environment you create around yourself plays a significant role in shaping your mindset, actions, and overall success. Positivity is more than just a mindset, it's a choice you reinforce through the people you engage with, the content you consume, and the spaces you inhabit. By surrounding yourself with positivity, you set the stage for growth, motivation, and a stronger ability to overcome challenges. One of the most influential aspects of your environment is the people you choose to spend time with. The attitudes, beliefs, and energy of those around you can either uplift or drain you. If you're surrounded by individuals who are negative, dismissive, or unsupportive, it becomes harder to maintain confidence and motivation. Conversely, spending time with people who encourage you, celebrate your wins, and inspire you to be your best self can propel you forward. Seek out relationships that nurture your aspirations, challenge you to grow, and remind you of your potential. Positivity in your environment isn't limited to relationships, it extends to the information and content you consume. The things you watch, read, and listen to influence your thoughts and emotions more than you might realize. Consuming media filled with fear, conflict, or negativity can leave you feeling drained and hopeless. On the other hand, uplifting content such as motivational podcasts, inspiring books, or stories of resilience can fill your mind with hope and determination. Make a conscious effort to choose inputs that align with the person you want to become and the life you want to create. Your physical space also plays a crucial role in fostering positivity. A cluttered, chaotic environment can create feelings of overwhelm and hinder your ability to focus. Taking the time to organize your surroundings and create a space that feels calm and inspiring can make a profound difference. Small changes, like adding plants, natural light, or items that bring you joy, can transform your environment into a sanctuary of positivity. Positivity is also cultivated through routines and habits that support your well-being. Practices like gratitude journaling, mindfulness, and affirmations help shift your focus toward what's going well in your life. Gratitude, in particular, has been shown to boost happiness and resilience. By taking a few moments each day to reflect on things you're grateful for, you train your brain to notice the good amidst the challenges. Another way to foster positivity is by creating boundaries that protect your energy. Not everyone or everything deserves unlimited access to your time and attention. Learn to say no to situations, commitments, or interactions that drain you or don't align with your values. Prioritizing your mental and emotional health is an act of self-respect that allows you to show up fully in the areas that matter most. When you actively cultivate a positive environment, you empower yourself to thrive. Positivity doesn't mean ignoring life's difficulties. It means equipping yourself with the tools and support to face them with strength and optimism. Visualization is a powerful tool that can bridge the gap between where you are now and where you want to be. It's the practice of creating a mental picture of your goals and imagining yourself achieving them. This isn't just about daydreaming, it's about programming your mind to recognize opportunities and take the actions necessary to turn those visions into reality. When you visualize your success, you activate the same neural pathways in your brain that would fire if you were actually performing the actions in real life. This mental rehearsal helps to build familiarity and confidence, making the process of achieving your goals feel more attainable. By vividly imagining your desired outcomes, you begin to align your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors with the future you want to create. Effective visualization requires more than just a vague idea of success. It demands clarity and detail. Instead of picturing a general concept like "I want to be successful," focus on specific elements of what success looks like for you. What are you doing? Where are you? How do you feel? Engage all your senses. Imagine the sounds, sights, and even smells associated with your success. The more vivid your mental image, the more impactful the visualization becomes. For example, if your goal is to give a successful presentation, don't just picture yourself standing at the podium. Visualize the details, the way your voice sounds as you speak confidently, the nods and smiles of the audience, the way you feel calm and prepared as you present. By rehearsing this scene in your mind, you train your brain to believe it's possible, reducing anxiety and increasing your performance when the moment arrives. Visualization also works as a tool to reinforce motivation. When you're clear about your goals and consistently picture yourself achieving them, you remind yourself why your efforts matter. This sense of purpose keeps you focused and helps you push through obstacles. Every time you revisit your vision, you strengthen your commitment to taking the steps needed to make it real. Pairing visualization with action amplifies its power. It's not enough to see the outcome, you must also visualize the process. Picture yourself taking the steps required to reach your goals. If you're striving to run a marathon, imagine yourself lacing up your shoes, training consistently, and overcoming challenges along the way. This approach not only prepares you mentally, but also increases your belief in your ability to handle the journey. It's important to practice visualization regularly. Dedicate a few minutes each day to sit quietly and focus on your goals. This can be done through meditation, journaling, or simply closing your eyes and picturing your future self. Consistency is key. The more often you visualize, the stronger the mental connection becomes. Visualization also helps reframe negative thinking. When doubts or fears arise, shift your focus back to your vision. Instead of dwelling on obstacles, imagine yourself navigating through them successfully. This mental shift fosters resilience and keeps your mind focused on possibility rather than limitation. Failure is an inevitable part of any journey towards success. While it often feels uncomfortable or disheartening, it is one of the most valuable teachers you will encounter. Each setback, mistake, or obstacle provides an opportunity to grow, learn, and refine your approach. Rather than viewing failure as an endpoint, it's essential to see it as a stepping stone, a necessary part of progress that brings you closer to your goals. One of the first steps to embracing failure is shifting the way you perceive it. Many people fear failure because they associate it with personal inadequacy or loss. However, failure is not a reflection of your worth or potential. It is simply a result of taking action, trying something new, or pushing beyond your comfort zone. In fact, the very act of failing is evidence that you are moving forward and challenging yourself. Failure provides valuable feedback that can guide your next steps. When something doesn't work out as planned, it offers insights into what might need adjustment. These lessons are often more impactful than the experience of immediate success. They force you to analyze your actions, identify areas for improvement, approach your goals with greater clarity. Each failure is a chance to gather information that can be used to refine your strategy and strengthen your resolve. Consider how failure builds resilience. Facing challenges and setbacks teaches you how to adapt and persevere in the face of adversity. Every time you rise after a fall, you become mentally and emotionally stronger. This resilience not only prepares you to handle future obstacles, but also fosters a sense of confidence in your ability to overcome difficulties. It reminds you that setbacks are temporary and that you have the power to keep moving forward. Another critical aspect of failure is that it sparks creativity and innovation. When the usual methods don't work, you're forced to think outside the box and explore alternative approaches. Many groundbreaking ideas and discoveries have emerged from moments of failure. These situations push you to see problems from new angles and find solutions you might not have considered otherwise. Failure also teaches humility and empathy. It reminds you that no one is perfect and that success often requires persistence and effort. This understanding can deepen your connection with others who face similar struggles, creating a sense of shared experience and mutual support. It's important to approach failure with a mindset of curiosity rather than judgment. Instead of asking, "Why did this happen to me?" ask, "What can I learn from this experience?" By reframing failure as an opportunity for growth, you empower yourself to extract meaning and value from every setback. Finally, failure helps you appreciate the successes you achieve. When you've worked through challenges and overcome difficulties, your accomplishments carry greater significance. The roadblocks and hurdles make the victory even sweeter, as they serve as a reminder of how far you've come and how much you've grown along the way. Celebrating progress is one of the most powerful ways to sustain motivation and maintain a positive mindset on the journey toward your goals. It's easy to focus solely on the end result and overlook the incremental steps that lead you there. However, progress is the foundation of success, and recognizing it along the way builds momentum, reinforces confidence, and creates a sense of fulfillment. Acknowledging your progress helps you stay connected to your efforts and reminds you of how far you've come. Each step forward, no matter how small, represents growth and dedication. By taking the time to celebrate these milestones, you shift your focus from what's still left to achieve to what you've already accomplished. This change in perspective can transform what might feel like a daunting journey into one that feels rewarding and achievable. Celebration doesn't have to be extravagant or time-consuming. It can be as simple as pausing to reflect on a job well done. Whether it's completing a task, overcoming a challenge, or sticking to a new habit, acknowledging these moments reinforces your belief in your ability to succeed. It also creates a positive feedback loop where the recognition of progress motivates you to keep going. When you celebrate progress, you also train your brain to associate effort with reward. This psychological reinforcement makes it easier to stay committed to your goals, even when the results aren't immediately visible. For example, If you're working toward a long-term fitness goal, celebrating small wins like completing a workout or making a healthy meal choice helps you stay motivated, even before you see physical changes. Another benefit of celebrating progress is that it encourages you to live in the present moment. Too often, people become so focused on the future that they forget to appreciate the journey. Taking time to acknowledge and enjoy your achievements fosters gratitude and reminds you that success is not just about the destination, it's about the steps you take to get there. Celebration also provides an opportunity to reflect on what's working and what might need adjustment. When you pause to recognize your progress, you can evaluate the strategies that have been effective and identify areas for improvement. This intentional reflection ensures that you're not just moving forward, but doing so in a way that aligns with your goals and values. It's important to celebrate progress in a way that feels meaningful to you. This could mean sharing your achievements with friends or loved ones, treating yourself to something special, or simply taking a moment of quiet reflection. The act of celebration is personal and should resonate with what makes you feel proud and accomplished. By celebrating progress, you also build resilience. Progress often comes in waves with moments of momentum and periods of challenge. Recognizing and honoring even the smallest steps forward helps you maintain perspective during difficult times and reminds you that every effort counts. It reinforces the idea that success is not defined by perfection, but by persistence and growth. Taking ownership of your journey is one of the most empowering decisions you can make. It means accepting responsibility for your choices, actions, and the direction of your life. While external circumstances and challenges may be beyond your control, how you respond to them is entirely up to you. Ownership is about recognizing that you are the author of your story and that every decision you make shapes your path. Ownership begins with self-awareness. It requires an honest assessment of where you are right now and where you want to go. This process isn't about blaming yourself for past mistakes or shortcomings, but about acknowledging them as part of your growth. By understanding your strengths, weaknesses, and habits, you gain the clarity needed to make informed decisions about your future. Ownership means facing your reality without excuses and using that understanding to take proactive steps forward. One of the most liberating aspects of ownership is the realization that you don't need to wait for permission or perfect circumstances to pursue your goals. The power to change your life lies in the actions you take today. By taking initiative, you shift from a passive role to an active one, where you're no longer a spectator, but a participant in your success. This mindset creates momentum as even small actions build confidence and a sense of agency over time. Taking ownership also involves letting go of a victim mindset. While it's natural to feel frustrated or discouraged by setbacks, dwelling on what's unfair or beyond your control only keeps you stuck. Ownership isn't about ignoring challenges or denying hardship. It's about focusing on what you can do to move forward. When you stop waiting for circumstances to change and start looking for ways to adapt and grow, you reclaim your power. Part of ownership is embracing accountability. This means holding yourself responsible for the commitments you make to yourself and others. When you set goals, it's up to you to follow through, even when it's difficult. Accountability isn't about perfection, but about consistency and integrity. It's about showing up for yourself, honoring your efforts, and recognizing that every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to your vision. Ownership also requires resilience and adaptability. The journey will not always go as planned, and setbacks are inevitable. Taking ownership means viewing these moments not as failures, but as opportunities to learn and grow. When you take responsibility for how you respond to challenges, you build the mental toughness needed to navigate uncertainty and keep moving forward. Another key aspect of ownership is aligning your actions with your values and priorities. When you take control of your journey, you decide what matters most to you and ensure that your time, energy, and resources are spent accordingly. This alignment creates a sense of purpose and fulfillment, as your efforts are directed toward goals that resonate with your deepest aspirations. By taking ownership of your journey, you create a life that is uniquely yours, a life shaped by intentionality, growth, and a commitment to becoming the best version of yourself.